Good morning. Hi guys. Trying to reposition my mic a little bit here. Cool. Hi. This trailer is so weird with this music. Yeah. It's better with mouse music that plays. I could just leave the music from the trailer running, but I think it gets kind of old after, 5 minutes of running. Got a new flavor. It's key lime. What is the difference between key lime and regular lime? I know the difference between slime and key slime. I do know that. Anyway, good morning. We're here, we're live, we're ready to do this. I wasn't going to stream again this week because we're leaving for vacation very soon, but I have time this morning and thought, why not? Let's do it. And I think, don't hold me to this, but I'm thinking, and we'll see how I feel after I get home from vacation if I'm like as motivated as I am now. But I'm kind of tempted to do like a daily stream on skill trees, like a daily, like day one of finishing skill trees or whatever stream. I don't know, like we just do like every day until we finish them, starting not next week, the week after when I get home. Thinking about it. I'm not positive. What's the difference? I don't know. I have no idea. You should add a key lime pie and a chest that opens with the key slime pie. Oh, the key lime pie. There's already a key slime pie in the game. That's a thing already. It's a key slime pie. It would be funny if there was a chest that required it to open, and maybe that would be a fun secret somewhere. Because we can make the key any ID we want, so it could be any item. But does it open the key slime chest? That's what I'm saying. It should. That would be pretty funny if it was a key. There was a slime chest that needed a key slime pie. Anyway, yeah, I want to show you guys a new thing we did. I'm also spoiling some of the crimson weapons. So yeah, I also did some refactoring yesterday. It took me a couple hours to refactor this, but I moved stuff over because there's a lot of passive stuff that happens when you take damage or when you go below a certain threshold of damage, and certain damage in like events we're not triggering through that because there's two different places where we're handling damage. One is just like an always on, like listening, like whenever your health changes thing. I don't even know how we have that set up or where it's built or why it's built like that. But it's there, and that handles things like gameplay effects, like burn effect or the bandage, things like that. Like that will trigger those kinds of things. Oh, we also might want to check one more thing then. Yeah, I think we're going to have to add one more little modifier in there. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so anyway, and I was doing it on like places where you actually like do trigger like the take damage event, and that does not happen when you do like burn damage, for example. If we stand here long enough, the new thing I set up, it's a new passive for druids. I'm going to spoil it on stream because I'm not too worried about spoilers right now. You will see. Let's go full screen so you can really see it. There it is. We have stone armor for druids now. If you go below 50% health, every 5 minutes you can trigger stone armor, which gives you double health. It doubles your current health and your maximum health. Right? I think it's pretty cool too. It only lasts 30 seconds, and then you have to wait 4.5 minutes for it to trigger again. But the cool thing is, there it goes. Let's wait 4.5 minutes. I like the animation. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think we're 3. That should be 4. We should be there. The cool thing is that it triggers before you take the damage, meaning if I take life-ending fall damage... Oh. Okay, hold on. That timer was obviously not up yet. Because this does work. I have tested it several times. I know it's working. Okay, maybe I am lying to you. You know what? I have not tested it since the refactor. Maybe the refactor has changed it so that does not happen. And I'm honestly... I don't know. I don't know if I'm upset about it or not. We can put it in both places. Okay, let's look. Yep. We handled death here, and I had the function over here, and then I changed it. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset putting it back in here, but let me show you what it was doing, I guess, and then we will... Oh wait, this is the... No. This needs to be health minus local damage. This shouldn't trigger twice. This should just work. Anyway, it was triggering before death was triggered, or before your health was actually modified, meaning you would gain the extra health right then, and then you would take the damage. So you would be, essentially you couldn't die. Right. I just go to 1 health, and then I get my double health. So I'm doubling from 0, technically I'm doubling from 0, so I'm not gaining any bonus health when this happens, but you are left with 1 health. So you can technically survive a death blow of any kind if we keep it like this. But as you just saw, it doesn't quite work this way. And the problem is, I think we can fix this though. We can't fix it. Okay, I think we're just gonna take that out. I know it's cool and I know it's really powerful, but I think it's a little too overpowered, and I think we're gonna leave it off. But we do need to fix one more thing though, because I just realized that if I have super low health, kind of OP, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's a little too overpowered. Would it stop all fall damage no matter what, or just make it so you fall further? No. You would still take tons of fall damage. Okay, let's get down to low health. Okay, we're at low health. Oh wait, why did that not trigger? Did I break this? Maybe something didn't get saved? This is weird. I don't know why we have an on damage here. I don't think this ever gets called anywhere. Let's put a breakpoint in here and see if it gets called. Yeah, on health changed. Is alive. Handle passives. I don't know why this isn't working then. But I want to input one more thing in here. I want the delta of this to make sure. We know if you're actually taking damage or if you're healing. Because what I'm foreseeing is if you're low health and you've been at low health for 5 minutes and your thing goes up, then if you take a bandage, you're going to trigger the effect because your health's going to change and it's going to see that's below 50%. So if we check the delta here to see if it's negative, if the delta is negative, it means that the difference between health, your last health and the current health, is going to be negative. It means you took health or took damage instead of gained health. And if that's the case, then we shouldn't be triggering this. Because it'd be really annoying if you're like, oh man, I'm low health still, and you take a bandage, and then it triggers your ability again, then you have to wait 5 minutes for it to trigger again. So we will fix that. Now, oh, I wanted to point, I have to tell you guys something else. I added a new bot to the channel. It's called Sari. You can say hi Sari in chat, and it should work. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know why it gave me an at. That's weird. I don't know. It should work if you say hi Sari. Anyway, and it's supposed to do, what is it? Next, I think it's called next ad. That's not, I don't know why that, I don't know if that was just bad timing or if this doesn't work. Next ad, one word.
Listen.
There we go. So yeah, we have, wait, pre-rolls are currently on. Why are pre-rolls on? I have pre-rolls turned off. Did you guys get a pre-roll ad when you came in today? I know I turned them off, and I know they said they were off. It says fully disabled. I think Sari's wrong. You did get a pre-roll ad? What the hell? I had them disabled. I don't understand. It literally says like fully disabled right here because we're running 3 minutes of ads every hour. That's very frustrating. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe we need to, I don't know, maybe next stream we'll fix it. I don't know. But we'll give it some time and see if it goes away. Very dumb. I literally just changed all my ad stuff around. So we should be running 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes, unfortunately. This is just the world we've come to, I guess. You can subscribe. It is $5 to subscribe, if or $5.50 or something now, maybe $6. I don't know what they changed it to. Anyway, it's like around $5 to subscribe though. If you want to skip ads, I'm so sorry you have to deal with them. I make 55% of the ad revenue though, so at least I'm getting paid for them, so it's not a total waste. But still, I honestly would prefer not getting paid anything and having 0 ads on my channel, but that is not an option. Because if I turn off all ads, then I get pre-rolls, and then people, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like we're getting pre-rolls anyway, so I don't know why we even have ads. If we're gonna get pre-rolls anyway. But yeah, we're gonna give it one more stream. If we get pre-rolls next time, then I'm going to be complaining. Anyway, but we can check when the next ad's happening, and I've also decided when we have the ad breaks, we will be alerted now. The Sari bot should alert us, and if it's been like, if it's like every other one, probably I'll just take an actual break and get up and stretch my legs while we're on an ad, so you guys aren't missing anything. And then if I'm not ready for a break and I don't need to get up and stretch, then we're gonna take the 90 seconds to like focus and get stuff done, like reset. I'm gonna just take that 90 seconds to like focus on what I'm doing and not be distracted and just work. Hopefully that's the plan anyway. So that way I'm not like chatting and we're not like telling stories and stuff and getting interrupted by ads all the time. I mean, we will be getting interrupted by ads all the time, but at least I will be able to stop and focus for a minute. Anyway. Sorry about the annoying ads. Okay, so I don't know why this isn't triggering then. We should have been triggering this. If we have stone armor, our health is less than half of our max health, we should be triggering it. Maybe, I don't know why that didn't trigger. Let's put a breakpoint in here, I guess, and we'll see what's happening. We should do, we do need this. I think we have to have this. Even though like I really do like the being saved from death thing, I just think it's not worth it putting it over there, because it's not gonna save you from death if you like die of like burn damage or something, which is like fine, I guess. I don't know. We want more thing. We want to get delta. If our delta is greater than 0, that means we're actually taking damage. If our delta is less than 0, oh wait, no. We want less than. Duh. I believe that that's the case. Our delta should be negative if we're taking damage. So Stoneskin is like a fairy from Zelda, but only for druids. No, it is no longer like that as of right now. It was last night till I refactored it, and now I don't. I mean, we could technically put it in again. Like I could have it just in both places, or even like pack it in its own function and then put it, and then like plug it in both places, so it will happen before death and it'll happen when you take fire damage. And since it has its own built-in cooldown, it'll only happen in one of those places, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know. As of right now, I think... Okay, oh, we are calling on damage. I don't know. We could have just run everything in here, I guess. I wonder if this is triggering, though, if we... It's still not triggering. Oh, it triggered on fire now. It's not... Okay, maybe we need it in both places anyway. Maybe I'm crazy. Alright, let's hit stop here. I don't know why that's not triggering in both places. This event fires when GEs modify your health. This should be happening though, like anytime your health has changed though. So we do have this is alive function. Yeah, no. I was gonna say we could like res you, I guess, but that's not ideal either. This one is if you're damaged by an entity, which I'm assuming is what's happening here. This is only gameplay effects. This is only entities. So this is annoying because we technically need to be running these passive functions, which we have one for Mystic called Intervention that saves you from death one time. I guess we technically need to be running them in both places. Let's put a comment here. Whoops. Okay, so it looks like 90 seconds of ads is so short that I can just completely zone out and not even look at chat when it happens. So that's fun. Are the other classes getting fairies too? Only no. So okay, it's Lucas. No, it is not like that at all. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. Sort of is. Mystic is the only class that's getting that, and I don't even know if they're going to get that now because I'm going to refactor that. We're redo that one too. Also, hi Golfer, welcome in. Yes, more skill trees. Also, hi Mateus, welcome in. And Red, hi. At least 30 minutes. Give me some credit, Red. That's a long time to not look at chat. Maybe 5 minutes at most. He sure can. Even boss agrees. Get out of here. Anyway, okay, so let's see. This is, these are triggering. There's gotta be, hold on, maybe that on damage place, there's gotta be one place where both this damage is being triggered before you die. Gotta be, right? If you walk in the fire, does that on damage one happen? Nope. Just the passive one. Okay, so we need to write this comment. These are triggering in 2 places. Yeah, so this is dumb, but we have to do this. All right, so now the stone skin will now save you from death again. I mean, we could change that and we could just check to see if you're, you know, there's lots of solutions we have here. Like we can just check right here and make sure your health is over 0 when you take this health. It's up to you guys decide right now in chat. Do you want the stone armor to save you from a death blow? Like if you take a death fall from a fatal height, or if you get hit by a boss or something that takes you from like 51% health to 0. Do you guys think that it should save your life and leave you at 1 health? It should save you from a death blow. Okay. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do this. Oh, stone armor. If we test this and it is getting insane, like you're like, well, I just can't die, I'm fine now, then we'll change it. But I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I think it'll be fine. I think it's gonna be pretty rare this triggers and saves you. I think falling damage is the only big thing, because you can definitely take a fatal fall quite easily. And another thing is I actually considered for the air side of the tree, because there's 3. So I've changed druids how they were gonna work originally. It was gonna be like earth and sky and that's it. But I really wanted some healing stuff on the druids. And then I was like, well, I'm just leaning into like how World of Warcraft does druids now, and I'm kind of okay with that. So now the druid's gonna have 3 different branches. We're branching between earth druids, which are gonna be tanks, sky druids, which will be like glass cannon DPS, and then something in the middle, which is like healing. So you can be a tank, a healer, or a DPS if you play druid. And the cool thing is that because you can put points in all of the whole tree, you can get all 3 of them at the same time. You're going to be a really well-rounded class with the druid. I think the druid's going to be like the most well-rounded class. Like you're going to be super tanky, do a bunch of damage, and keep yourself and allies alive like at all times, which will be a little overpowered probably, and we might have to reduce it, because I truly think the druid's going to be like kind of just the MVP. Yeah. So it might be changed. This whole thing might change entirely, and druids might just be doing damage. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like the idea. I don't think you're gonna be like, first of all, I think if you go like full protection warrior, there's like, you can spend 4 passives just a protection warrior, and there's only gonna be 3. No. Only 8 total. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So there's only going to be 2 abilities for passive druids. Or 4 passive abilities for druids. So only 2 for tank druids, I mean. yeah, so you only have 2 abilities for a tank druid, where you'll have 4 for a protection warrior. So your warrior is going to be better at being a warrior because you can spend more stuff directly on it. Also, the druid's not going to have any. You might have 1 or 2 vitality points or resilience or something in druids, but probably not. I think we'll just do resilience, not vitality. So your only bonus health from a druid is going to be from stone armor, and it doesn't give you any resilience, just bonus health. That's it. And the tank, the actual like warrior tank, will be giving you lots of resilience and vitality. So I think that still, if you want to be a tank, the ultimate tank role 100% is going to be protection warrior and druid. That's just is what it is. But I think that you would actually probably be more beneficial. It'd be more beneficial to go full druid as a tank and then half spec into warrior for protection, because the other side of warrior is a berserker side, and it's not really going to do you any favors because it's focused on 2-handed weapons, which I am considering changing. I'm considering making, so let's look at that really quick. Skill tree warrior. If you look at like this one, oh, I can't look at these unless I look in game. Let's look in game. Is this a spell, skill, or potion? Yeah, these are all passives. We're only working on passives today. Yeah. Okay, we need to hook that in too. Don't let me forget. We have to hook that in. Okay, if we go to warrior skill tree here, barbarian. When dealing damage with a greatsword or warhammer, you have a 25% chance to apply a cripple effect to your target, reducing their resilience and slowing their movement. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's take off the greatsword and warhammer, and let's change it to 10%, maybe even 5%, and then add a caveat that says great swords and warhammers, or maybe just say 2-handed weapons. Actually, 2-handed weapons have a 25% chance. So that way, this works really well for 2-handed warriors, not as well for like dual wielding or single-handed warriors, but it still is useful either way. Like still very useful, actually. This is still super useful. But that way we're not limiting players to a 2-handed weapon playstyle, and there's still a reason to take this. And the reason is because if you decide you want to go full warrior, I mean, first of all, you can easily just switch 2 loadouts between 2-handed and sword and shield when it makes sense, right? So you can just swap between them, and then these passes will suddenly work when you have 2-handed, and these passes will work when you have when you're single wielding. Sure. Also, the game just froze for a second, which happens every single time for like 30 seconds the first time you load it up. Like every single stream this happens for like, it's like a 30-second freeze, and then it goes away for like an hour, and it doesn't really do it again after that. I mean, you can make the skills expensive so you can't acquire them all to balance it. Like the skills cost more than 1 skill point. They probably will, but the plan is that you can buy everything in this tree. You should be able to buy everything in one tree, and then half of the things in a second tree. That's the idea. We could change that. We could change it so you can really only afford half the things in one tree, and a couple things in another tree. But I don't know. I like the idea that you can fill an entire tree, because like, I don't know, because we do have like, everything does branch, right? The mystic doesn't branch a lot. The mage does branch. I don't know. They all have branches because like you can go one or the other. We could also do a thing where like, if you choose this skill, then this one locks, and then you're stuck on this side of the tree the whole time. And then we just make these abilities cost enough that that's a full tree. But I do think you're kind of missing out on stuff then. If that's the case, then that would be fine, I guess. It would just mean that you could only spend 4 points in one tree and then like go to rogue, and you'd only be able to spend 2 points, like get 2 skills in another tree. And you've only got 6 passives instead of 12, which is the original plan. Anyway, but yeah, we have 2-handed weapon. This one is when you crit, you let out a battle cry, boosting the focus of you and everyone. So that one's fine. That would work whether you're using two-handed or one-handed. And then we have enraged, which you take when you take damage, you have a 10% chance to become enraged. For 5 seconds, you deal double damage, which is insane. And mix this one with taunt here. If you have both of these, now when you do those double damage, you're getting so much taunt or so much threat that like that you're not going to lose that threat for a long time. So like these are a good combo if you're trying to tank. These are a good combo if you're trying to tank because you're going to slow and drop resilience, which is really helpful for all your DPS users who are trying to do a bunch of damage. So you're like just every other hit, you're like reducing, not really hit, every 4 hits with the two-handed weapons. You could technically be a two-handed tanking warrior, especially like as a druid. Well, maybe not as a druid. I don't know. This one's kind of lame. No, I guess it's not. Gain one vitality, 1 resilience for each nearby enemy. So if you're tanking like 5 or 6 goblins or something, now you have 5 or 6 plus vitality and resilience. That's going to be pretty crazy. That's going to be cool. I don't remember if this works or not. Let's figure that out. Let's see. We have 50 health. Did we not get any? We have resilience. Anyway, I have 55 health. Okay, so now when I walk over to these guys, I should gain more resilience. Boom, there it is. And I walk away from them. There it is. Awesome. It's a pretty big range too. That's a lot of enemies. You could fit a lot of enemies in there. But yeah, that's plus 10 health just because I'm fighting 2 enemies at a time. That's pretty good. It does go away, which is a little scary. And that does technically mean that if you kill an enemy and you have really low health, you could die. And I actually think that this might be a problem. Let's get our health dropped down a little bit here. Oh no! Damn it. We broke the game. I forgot we had breakpoints in here. Okay, we can unhook this. We don't need this anymore. Let's go move our thing around. Double damage is a lot. Yeah, it really is. Like the skills cost more than 1 skill point. Yeah, and the crazy thing, it is 5 seconds. So technically, if you went like Berserker Mage or Berserker like Sky Druid, and you had like Lightning Strike, for example, on like a Wet Eagle, yeah, like Lightning Strike on a Wet Eagle, and you had you became enraged. You have 5 seconds. It's a 2-second cast time, I think, maybe 3 seconds for Lightning Strike. I think it's 2 seconds. And you could probably do like 5,000 damage, depending. I mean, in like end game, you're probably looking at like 10 to 15,000 damage in like one shot. Like you could probably do a lot. We could change that to melee damage. In fact, I bet it's only set up for melee damage, so we might have to change that. Because it's going to be a little overpowered. We'll see. Okay, anyway. Keep going back. There we go. All right, so we're handling passives here when this happens, but we also need to be handling passives, I think, here. Yep. I want to know what this damage is. We are subtracting it, so we need to negate it here. I'm gonna use this library. And then health and max health. Okay, now we're triggering that triggering that twice in both places. Okay, now we need to check that other issue. I think there's a big problem you're gonna have. You should not be able to die from losing vitality. Yeah, we're gonna test that right now. I'm pretty sure that's. Oh, let's give ourselves our ability again. We didn't save it. Please don't die. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Why is this armor not working anymore? Hang on, let's just go put a breakpoint in and figure out what's going on here. Delta, oh, it's already a minus. Oh no, yeah, -2. So that's true. That's true. So why are we not triggering the armor? We are triggering the armor now? Okay. We didn't trigger it when we took fall damage. Why? Oh my god, how many times are we gonna trigger this? Oh, every single time we try to take fire damage. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, now we have 20. Oh no, that's right. So fast. Now I'm slow again. Okay, why are we not triggering it in the other location then? Why is it not working here? Dude. It is working here. Maybe I messed up the delta. -1. False. That might actually be. Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know why? Because our health needs to be health minus the damage. Yeah, the problem with the dying from losing vitality there is that I don't know how that is handled. And it's actually bugged because if I took fall damage and died, or no, if I died from the, hang on, I'll show you. Oh my god, one away. Okay, now it's triggering. Good. So yeah, so what I was testing is if I went down to like 1 health and I lose that health, with my stone armor, when the stone armor wears off and I go back to what my health was, whatever, it was not putting my health back up to where it should be. So it was cutting my health in half also from where it was. And then so I would die. The problem is when I died like that, it broke everything. Okay, let's give ourselves our warrior thing. Hang on, when we go down even lower health. I want to get down to like 1 health. That's fine, I think. Let's change our inventory so we can save that. All right, so I have 5 health. Oh, now I only have 6. How did that happen? Why is it not giving me... Either way, let's go down to 1 health. How am I going to do that? I need a command for losing health, I guess. Oh god, that was too high. I'm so scared. There it is. Okay, I have 1 health. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try... Can we duplicate this guy? Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. They're like, oh god. It's only giving me +5. I don't know why. It must be broken. It must be broken when I duplicate. I know there's probably going to be a situation where you have such low health that when enemies leave, you do lose health, but I guess not in this situation. What is this game engine? It's Unreal Engine. All right. Well, I don't know how to test this other than just putting a bunch of more spawners in. Why do we have like 1 guy in here? And then taking some damage and then seeing what happens, I guess, right? No, we just have to select it manually. Dumb. Come on, Unreal, I just right-clicked. You can do this. There we go. Cool. Try again. But yeah, this is Unreal Engine. I'm using Unreal Engine 4 still because this game is 7 years old, this project. And because of that, we are kind of locked into... Oh, hold on. We need one more thing. Damn it. There, we can spawn 100 of them now. Yeah, we're locked into UE4 because it's an old thing. What did I just miss? I got an alert, but I missed it. What it was? Someone follow, I think. Yes, bot. Musty, thank you for following. Okay, we have plus 80 health right now, have 110 health. That's pretty crazy. Let's make some enemies. Oh god. We just want to like get pretty low health. Taking a lot less damage than I expected. Okay, I definitely didn't die. I think we're okay. I don't think it's gonna bug out. Okay, 4. Yeah, we're okay. I think it just takes like a percentage back off or something. I don't think we're gonna die from that though. It barely even gives us more health in the first place. I mean, tons more max health, but like, interesting. Okay, it's working though. All right, we don't have to worry about like, so what happens is when your max health changes like that, if you're I don't know where it's set up or how like that's set up to work. There's got to be something somewhere for that. And the issue I was running into is when that happened for the stone armor, because you removed half your health or half your max health, it removed half your actual health too, and that would start you at 0 health or put you back down to under 0 health, and then it would just kill you. But the problem is it wouldn't trigger the death event because it was like not actually like doing damage, it was just removing health. And because of that, it was like you would play you would play your animation like you're dead, but nothing else would trigger like you were dead. So you'd just be like in the dead, like prone, like running around, jumping, gliding, dodge rolling, whatever, but you're just in prone as your default animation. Because your health was technically a 0. If you lose life, you can remain with 1 life point. Yeah, I would love to do that, but the problem is there's a lot of like moving parts at play here, and using gas is kind of like a behind the scenes C++ thing that I don't have access to a lot of the stuff in blueprints. Anyway, we'll have an ad break in right now, so I'm gonna stretch. Are you guys getting an ad? I officially stretched, but like I'm the bot that we just put on the channel to literally tell us when ad breaks are coming up did not trigger. Didn't say anything about an ad. But okay, so now pre-roll ads are disabled for 33 minutes. So this is so stupid. So when I start my stream, we have pre-rolls on for 30 minutes until we run our ad. Whatever. Ad just hit. Oh, so now there's the bot. I don't get it. I don't like I don't know. Oh, Red, thank you so much for your sub, man. Appreciate it. I didn't see that. 40 months. Anyway, okay, well, let's get back to work, I guess. Okay, so was that triggering for fall damage now? I think we did fix that, right? I think that did trigger the first time fall damage. And it should prevent you from death now. Yes. Let's see it trigger when we take damage, when we fight these guys, because now we have both protection and our tanky druid build. Let's do slow-mo 100. Let's also give ourselves I don't know, a great sword, I guess. No, let's just do... Sure, let's just do this. I just wanted a sword to fight him with. We're just speeding up time to get that cooldown to wear off. I want to make sure we have plenty of cooldown. Oh yeah, it's a 5-minute cooldown. Oh no, I took that into account last time. Add over for me. Thanks bot. Cool. Okay, so what was the bot's timing was good then. So the bot's timing was more accurate than the oh my god, look at how much health we have. 210. Let's go heal up fully because we're about to get a ton of health. Health potion, health. We already had health potions, a ton of them. Oh wow. We need better health potions now. I mean, there's never a time where you should actually be fighting this many people, but still. Oh god, I'm just stuck. Look at all this health I have. My god, and resilience. My resilience is crazy. I'm taking 1 damage per hit. We might have to scale our resilience better. 1 damage per hit is nuts. I'm not doing any damage either. And any second now we're gonna get stone armor. Let's get out of this pile. We're gonna get stone armor, and then our health's gonna skyrocket even more. There it is. Stone armor. We have plus 420 health. 450? I can't read that. I'm just gonna chug healing potions the whole time. Look at this freaking health, you guys. No one's had this much health in this game before, ever. I mean, this is a lot of enemies. And we're stacking these bonuses together, which is nuts. Plus 500 health. How do we have 500 health? Oh, now we're into 225. Okay, that we're off. Let's walk back out of here and make sure our health goes back down to what it's supposed to be. Yep, back down to 50. Ha, that's so cool. That isn't, yeah, that is an insane. That's a tank, right? You have, like, if you're gonna be a tank in this game, you have to have both those abilities. That's nuts. I mean, okay, first of all, it's never gonna be that crazy, because like even in a dungeon you might have like 10 guys, right, or 10 enemies on you at a time. You're never gonna have, what is this, like 20 enemies here? At least 25 enemies. I don't know, it's whatever. But still, it's a lot. And that ability works so well. I love it. Okay. Okay, what else do we got here? Warrior is, oh no, wait, hold on. There's one more. I just added a new ability, the enrage ability for warrior, and it's not set up yet. Let's go set that up now. Warrior enraged. We didn't have this one set up because we only had them, they only had access to 4 trees. These 4, and they needed 5. Everyone else has access to the other 5 trees. So I just decided to go this side. I probably shouldn't have, but it's over. I like the visual of the rock armor. Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, it took like all day yesterday setting it up and getting it working correctly, and there were still bugs as you saw today. So it was kind of a more complicated skill to set up. So the next one I'm going to try to make it a little simpler. We're going to do this warrior one, so the warrior tree is still 100%. Okay, what does the warrior one do exactly? How does it trigger? Enrage. When you take damage, you have a 10% chance to become enraged. For 5 seconds, you deal double damage. That would have been really handy when we just did that test. Okay, so that's in the exact same place we already were, so we can literally just add it in here. It doesn't matter how much our health is, so let's just add. We just need to go here. And this needs to be passive warrior enraged. We already have the tree or the thing for it, and we're gonna do a bool with weight, random bool with weight, and it's gonna be 0.1. That's 10% of the time. If weight, yeah, we're gonna have to, so yeah, we're gonna have to give ourselves an enraged thing here, and then we'll have to hook that into our damage. And the question is, where do we hook into our damage, and do we want it just to affect melee? I think just melee. Simpler creep, what? Okay, and we want to do a client grant effect. Do we have one yet? Nope. Okay, so let's just go to where this one is. And let's just duplicate. It doesn't need to do anything special except give you a passive a thing. So let's just go this one, I guess. And it does need to give you a cooldown. It's for 5 seconds. We should probably build a gameplay queue. Let's make one. In World of Warcraft, I think when you become enraged, you get like a skull thing over your head. Let's do something like that. We'll just do like a skull with like angry eyes or something. I'm looking for effect buff. Let's make a new one called Enraged. And your tag. Okay, so now we have a queue for it. We have to go build that queue that uses that tag though. Oh, that's fine. And then we do need these are all tags. There should be a default. Uh-oh, is this not? There it is, default. Let's just put a skull in here for now. Fine. And this is going to be Enrage. Passive Warrior Enraged. Skill doesn't matter here, but we'll put Sword. And this is buff. Stack size is 1. Buff tooltip, Enraged. Double damage. Has duration 5 seconds. No crit chance. You know what we could do? What if we just double your focus? Instead of double damage. A red aura around you, like Dragon Ball key stuff. Mostly because that's harder to do. Like a lot harder to do, but we could look into it. I can do a particle effect, and I think it can last the duration. So we can do something like that. But it's like I have to build it myself, and I'm not very good at visual effects like that. So it's just easier to put something over the top of the head, and then also it'll be easier for other players to see that's going on too. But also, I do think there's a good point there. Like, you probably want something that's like lasting the whole time. So maybe we just do like some like almost like fire particles, but like they're red. What's up, Matt? We're doing Enrage, which is the last warrior skill we needed. I realized we only had 4 warrior skills implemented, and we need 5. So we're doing the 5th one right now. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate that. 21 months. Nothing compared to Red's 40 months that he just subbed, but you know, 21 is still a pretty good number. What does Enrage do? Well, we're trying to decide right this second. Because I was going to set it up to do double damage, which is what it says it does. It's only 5 seconds. You have a 10% chance of triggering it when you take damage. But hey, good morning.
Hey, can you hear me?
Probably, that's fine though. Jan is gonna work next to us today, so you might hear her every once in a while in the background. If it's bothering you, if it's bothersome or annoying or something, then you can let us know. Matt says hi.
Jano, never bother me. Hi, Matt.
She bothers me a lot.
Hey.
Just kidding. Only on Sundays. Sunday's cleaning day. That's the day I get bothered. If it's bothersome or annoying, you can leave. Fair enough. Do you mean, wait, hold on, Golfer, do you mean I can leave if it bothers me, then I can leave? Or are you saying that viewers? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't think you meant Jana. Yeah. If someone in chat is annoyed by Jana talking in the background, then they can leave. Got it. Viewers, okay. Either way, it was funny. Anyway, Matt, what's this new icon you have on your Twitch? An artist badge. I forgot about that. Why did we give Matt the artist badge? I think we did it as a joke.
Yeah.
We did it as a joke and then wanted to see if he noticed it, and he didn't say anything, and I'm the one that was like, what's this? Matt's an artist. You're an artist because you help design skill trees. How's that? Hi, Starcat. Welcome in. Anyway, yeah, so the question we're running into is it'll be really easy to set up a passive right here, right now. Like, I don't have to I don't have to touch any code at all. If we just add, like, what's it called? An attack power. Okay, it's gonna be hard to, like, focus while Jana's talking. Because I can hear her. So I might need headphones. Attack power.
Anyway. Okay, so
there's a damage, but I don't think that does what we think it does. But I can just multiply this by 2. And then we suddenly, just like that, have double focus. So if we do double focus instead of double damage, then I don't know. It's not as useful though. We could trigger it more often. We can even do this, like 0.5. And we don't have to do the code. It just works. Double focus sounds cool and easy. Okay, we're gonna make it a 50% chance to apply then, because it's not gonna be as powerful. Maybe do like 0.3. We'll do 30%. It was 10. Okay, we're going back to here, and we're taking this random weight off. I'm gonna leave it here so I don't come back and go, wow, I'm just applying this every time. And we need a cooldown for it. Oh wait, because, well, it doesn't stack, but it will try to trigger twice. So I guess we should do a cooldown. Which sucks. We need enrage, not Q. Enrage, then we add CD on the end. That's our cooldown, done. We don't need to trigger the updraft cooldown. We just need, I don't think we need to show an icon for this. Let's just leave that alone. Has duration. It's going to be 5 seconds. And that's it. That's literally all we do. We're just adding that tag for 5 seconds and we're done. And then back in here, application tag requirements. We don't want this. And then we want can we put this in ignore tags? This is a pass fail at the time of application.
Yeah. Are you doing?
I don't know if we need this or not. Granted application immunity tags. Oh, none of these tags may be present. Yes, requirement. Good, so we just put it in here. We're looking for enraged cooldown. Okay, so now all of this is the beauty of gameplay effects and just the ability system in general. It's so good. It just handles itself. Like I can set it all up with just like setting a couple of things in these classes, and I don't have to do any code. And now this whole thing just works. So now we need an effect.
Okay.
You know, I have GPC. There we go. GPC. We have a stealth one. Let's just duplicate our stealth one because it's very similar. And we're gonna call this enraged. And then all we do is add a particle system, I believe, over here. Oh, what? Does the stealth not do this?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
What? Weird. I guess maybe we don't have... I don't know. We could do... Okay, I have an idea. Let's override that. While active. Is that how we just did in the other one? Oh, on active. Oh, we did do this. Never mind. So we're not even using this particle system. We're spawning our own separate one. Okay, do you guys want to see a particle system? Or do we want to try to make our character glow red? Sorry, does this only proc on melee attacks? All melee. No, this procs whenever you take damage. I'm not bothered or annoyed. I'm a little bit bothered by Jana. It's just because it's hard to talk when she's talking in the background. No, it's fine. I wasn't. It's like talking when you hear your own voice. Like I'm just distracted. No. Going to chill downstairs. Have a great stream. See you later, Red. It just works. Beautiful. Why not both? We like the visuals. Because both means I have to build both. We do want a sound. We need like a power up or something.
Or no, it's not. Yeah.
I can't hear anything. Anyway, I want to say our
And four of them.
skin material has like a red glow effect when you take damage. It'd be kind of cool just to have that on when you're enraged. I think it's this one. Maybe not. Okay, we'll just do a particle because I don't know how to do the other one. Let's just steal our stealth one. Oh, you know what? This is using... Yeah, this is not what I want. Hold on, let's look at the stealth one again. Because I'm a warrior and I'm jealous of the stone armor.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, the stealth has like a secondary thing like around it that like has this cool like effect. Yeah, let's just do this but with red. It'll be fine.
Oh, it's H.
I'm confused. I don't think this is what we're using. Nope, we're not. We're using a Niagara effect. It's so hard to search for things in Nag. I don't understand how the search function works. Scale color. The way they do color is also really annoying because I don't know how, like, I have to manually change this. Why? You can always warrior / druid multiclass for the ultimate tank build. Kendra, what do you think about giving the player some particles if mage's arcane meditation or whatever it's called is active? Give all the classes a little visual bling. Yeah, I think eventually we'll get there, but right now we're just trying to prototype and get everything working. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why we don't do VFX, because VFX for me is like, I'd rather code a whole inventory system. Like, I truly don't know what to do to change the color of this. I've done it before, obviously. I just don't know how. Like, there's a color right here. Can I just change the color here? That seems to be kind of working. Wonder if I take out the scale color. Yep. How do I remove it? We probably don't want it to look like fire, right? We want to change the opacity of this. That might also be in here. Yep. There's no color on this one. There we go. We just want to grab this color. Okay, let's try that. And let's go back to enraged. Oh, not this one. We don't want that one. Okay, what else do we need to do? Oh, right, we need to apply that to the... Oh, right, one more thing. Wrong thing. And then we need to go to our skill nodes and find enraged, and we, yep, passive class warrior enraged. That's good. Okay, this should just work then. This should just work. Okay, we should have a 30% chance to get this working. Oh, ad break time. Not the best time to test this first time. That didn't trigger. Oh, he tanky. Boy, yeah. Yeah, he's a little tanky. Oh, I didn't plug in a source actor. Weird. Neither did I for this one. We don't need an exclamation point on that. Doesn't need to be that exciting. Does stone armor also give defense or noticeably? Oh, sorry, or just negate a hit? It doesn't do either of those things. It just gives you double health, and it does double your current health and doubles your maximum health for 30 seconds. I didn't see if enemy damage went down. Yeah, so no, it does not give any resilience. I was considering giving resilience, but I just decided to wait on that. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here and make sure this is being triggered. Oh, also we have level 3. Let's just put this at level 1. There's no reason to need level 3. That would be 2 times 6. That would be nuts. But also, is this not even... We have our gameplay queue, right? Queue, buff, and raged. That's set up on this. Queue, buff, and raged. Good. And on activate, we are calling this stealth particle. That doesn't matter. Let's call it. Oh, we need an actual name for it. That's why. It is called stealth. We are going to be playing a stealth sound effect, but this should be pretty obvious. We could also we could have put this in a gameplay ability and then triggered a the same animation we use for the stone one, which would be kind of cool. So you like roar, you know? I'm tempted to do it. I don't think we can do that in here, but we could try. Should we try it? I don't think this will work in here because we need to like run it on like multicast and everything. Let's try it. What do we call it? I know I called it this. Hang on. We're looking for stone armor. Empty spell, passive stone armor. Which is a... Oh, right. That's why. That's fine, though. Yeah, we can just do the same animation. It's fine. Nope, not an ice cream truck.
Hi, buddy. Thank you.
Ugh. Holy, that YouTube chat being updated all at once. Wait, what happened?
New little man.
What happened? Conjure elemental. I am the elemental.
Silly.
Right? We need to grant it again. Okay, wow, we triggered it right off the bat. Oh no, well yeah, we're gonna trigger every single time. That's good. Okay, there it is. We got it. It did work. The animation played. It probably won't work in multiplayer though. I don't like the color. It looks pretty bad. Alright, now we're Enraged Druid. We're doing... Feels pretty good. What's this error? Enraged particle, deactivate. Oh, we should do this on the stealth too. I really doubt anyone's gonna die in stealth because as soon as you take damage, it breaks your stealth, but we don't want to crash. Why is this not showing up now? Oh, it's not VPC. It's GPC.
Well,
Okay.
remember that we will because
Don't look at his half
strike has
baked
one
armor.
attack.
I broke things trying to set it up, but it does work in game. I don't like the look of this. I think it looks pretty bad. I think it needs like to be darker. Okay, let's try that. I do think we should probably do a gameplay ability though. Can you remove or change the color of the smoke? The fire is dope. Remove or change the color of the smoke. What do you mean? You don't like the smoke on the ground?
Well, $20.91 here. Oh no, that's weird. Refund. Leader. Which is not gonna.
Okay, so what you're saying is you want more... Dude, these skill trees are gonna be nuts, guys. There it goes. Yeah, I still don't like it. The smoke on the ground looks like fire. Should we just make the smoke on the ground look like fire? And like, I'm just a little worried that it's gonna look like you're on fire, and that's a bad thing. But we can get rid of the one that like spreads around you, or maybe we make that like, I don't know. The red looks really bad. Maybe if we had. What if we like duplicate these? And we do like spawn rate. Let's do 200, 50, 200, 50, and then let's make these ones like black. Particle. And this one like black too. Maybe even less transparent. And now let's try turning up. Let's go more orange. I kind of want to do orange on this one too, actually. Wrong color. Wrong thing. That's the black one. Oh, right. This one. This one. You guys see Quinn? You get me a drink too? Can I have a different one? I already drank one of these today. Can I have that one? It's almost gone. Oh, thank you. But that's the same flavor that I don't want. Can I have this flavor instead?
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay with you? You say hi to everyone? Can you say hi, internet?
Hi.
Say hi, internet. This way.
You gotta wave. He does this with his hands.
Look at all these bad guys.
Oh. Gaga. Whoa. Gaga.
I still haven't triggered Enrage. There it is. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so one problem with it playing the montage is we need to check to see if we're already playing a montage. Because if we're attacking, we don't want it to interrupt our attack because it's doing that. Also, I don't know if this is a good idea to be doing this on this spot anyway. Because I know it's not replicated, which might be fine. It might be just fine that this is just happening. Like just the owner sees this. Maybe that's fine. The particles... Oh, wait, actually, maybe this is replicated. We'll have to test it. Hey. He's keeping me hydrated. Thanks, buddy. That's delicious. It tastes like key lime. Not regular lime, key lime. Oh. Sorry. He is a big boy now. He's getting so old. Is he saying words now? Did I hear Dada? Yes, he's saying words now. What other words can you say? Can you say breakfast? Can you say breakfast? Are you being shy? You don't even know there's actual people out there.
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know that the internet's watching you? Oh, you fell off the arm of the chair. Okay, you can sit on my lap. That's fine. I think I need to get... That won't work. Hang on. There's a way to do this, I think. I think I can do get montage, actually. Nope. Is any montage playing? Yes. And I need an anim instance. Can I just do this? Okay, you're leaving? Okay, bye. See you later.
Mama?
Get anim instance from here. Go here. If false. Okay, now we shouldn't be playing. We shouldn't trigger an animation if we already have one going, so it won't interrupt our attack. Now, let's test in multiplayer. Also, for testing purposes, can we just turn this up to like 0.8? So this triggers like almost every attack now. Something is pending kill. This might have just been, oh, warrior passive aura. Okay, let's find this. Player character. Where? I don't see a player character. Oh, right here. Duh.
On the daily, 180.
Okay, let's test multiplayer. Let's see if this triggers. Super cute. Can you see boss is cool? Next time. We'll try next time.
This just gives you like the daily balance. Oh, thank you for that. But then, okay, let's do 180.
Come on, Unreal. Wake up. I lied about the only one freeze. There we go. It was our first time loading multiplayer though, so that might be a problem. Okay, let's aggro with our client up here in the corner, and then we'll bring him back and see if our server sees him play an animation. Hi. Don't mind me. Okay, let's see if he can. Oh yeah, it totally works. Well, geez, I should have just done that for the stone armor one then. That would have been a lot easier than what I was doing. Yeah, I built the stone armor way more complicated than this. I made it as like a whole ability and everything. That was much better. Well, I died really easy though. Did I not get to trigger my thing?
180, or 175.
How did I die that easy?
So it said 180, but it's actually 175. Yes.
Dang. It just wrecked me. Okay. Another thing is I don't know if we're actually doubling our focus. I think we are. So here's the thing. If we want these classes to be like truly like cross Like, we actually want these to like work well. Do we also want to double our willpower? I'm thinking no. It's not really beneficial. Like, it's not like you're gonna like do like, you know, even more damage because of that, but you can then cast spells and do more damage. And if you are going to be like a Spellblade or like a Paladin or something like that, then that one might be useful. I don't know. Let's just not worry about it yet. But let's go change our text for that because we did change it. Enraged. When you take damage, you have a 30% chance to become enraged. For 5 seconds, you deal double damage. For 5 seconds, you gain double focus. Should we capitalize focus? Yes. Okay. Implemented. Yes. That one's done. Okay, let's move over to Druid. What else are we adding for the Druid? There was an idea I had. What was it? I think it's fine. Double power. Yeah, I bet you do think it's fine. Because, like, I mean, it takes, like, it's gonna take how many points to get in there? Skill tree warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. And I'm actually tempted to make this one locked behind both of these. But this could just be an extra point. I mean, it's a 30% chance every time you get hit, so like you're doing this is triggering quite a bit. Maybe do 20%. I don't know. Let's just leave it like this. I'd rather it be more powerful to start. I don't know. Maybe I don't. It doesn't matter. Let's leave it how it is for now. Okay. Do you guys want to hear the tea on what I think we should do for the next Druid ability? Let's close that one. Let's close all of these. Let's save everything. And let's close all this. Oh, wait, hold on. We need an icon. We need an enraged icon. So are all the locked skills also complete, or will you have to circle? We'll have to do the rest later. They'll come in with Bone Reach. Bone Reach takes you from level 35 to 50. So you're gonna get 15 levels in Bone Reach. So that'll be the rest of the skill trees. I think our skill trees are gonna start at level 10, maybe 15. I think that's when you'll unlock the first one. So the next zone, yes. Yeah, but the skill trees will come out before Bone Reach does, so you guys will be able to play skill trees in the current build with dungeons. But yeah, we need 5 skills for each one, and then 3 more will be unlocked with Bone Reach. So you'll have, yeah, like 10 to 35 or so will get you the first chunk, and then the next chunk will be the last 3 abilities. We could add them all in, but like it's just gonna take more time. I'd rather just wait. I started thinking about Enshrouded, how like Enshrouded had like a half implemented skill tree, and I was like, if they can do it, we can do it. So maybe we just implement like, you know, what we have. But let's just finish them up. Anyway, we just need an icon that pops up when you're enraged. I'm kind of thinking. Oh right, we already. Hold on. Don't we already have one? No, I don't think we do. We don't. But let's start with. Yeah, we'll start with one of the other ones. Fine. Let's just steal this guy. Now we'll do this one. We don't need this guy in here. He can go away. Bye. We don't need this. No, wait. Where is it? Where are these? No, wait, what? We had them all in the same one? Okay. And then we need... what? I think we just do like a skull with angry eyes. What do you guys think? Let's go look at... here, let's ask GPT to generate one for us. We're not using it. We're just gonna get ideas. And then let's go look at... I'm looking at icons on Google. They are terrible. Yeah, you kind of need like a mouth to do enraged. Yeah, this one has like a skull. Let's just do skull. Let's see what GPT comes up with. An ad break is starting. Okay, good. We'll just wait for this. Enshrouded's skill tree is the worst part of the game. Is ours... what's wrong with their skill tree? Yeah, it's just some dude yelling with fire around it. So that's pretty much what we'll do. I want a skull. I need to grab a skull from another different thing though. I know I have a status icons one somewhere. At least I thought I did. Do I have a spell one maybe that has a skull? No. I must have a status one. Where else am I making the status icons? I don't know where I'm making these. Like, I know I like made this thing. Where?
Oh.
Status effects. Open. See? I knew I had one somewhere. Let me just grab this guy. Duplicate. Actually, hold on. No, let's just copy him. Oh.
Okay,
We need to merge that, then it's changed the color. It sucks. Hold on, actually, let's do this. What?
cool. Alright, well, let me show you what I found.
Okay.
Okay, so all I have to do
That's
figure
fine.
out where
Good
this
enough.
is,
It doesn't matter. We want the color different anyway.
and become the time
What am I thinking?
it, and then I have access to ask here. So, users, and have to log in. Curses over me.
Should we do some fire around it? I think we should do dark, actually. Or maybe something like
Okay.
this.
So,
And we change this to radial.
that's what I have here to
And then make this outside
the laws here. So
more orange. Then let's add a drop shadow. Outer shadow.
okay, so if you do right here to this one thing that you messaged it, the admin.
And then let's do
Okay. So I went into plugins with a bunch and I was like, I don't know what this is, let's not look at this. So then I went to customize and I was like, oh look, here's the theme. Where you can install.
and then we're gonna just move these around a little bit.
I don't. But, so this is the one we could do. That was the only way I could do it. But anyway, so with my conversation, I went all out. We went through everything. Like, this is a whole long conversation. I was like, I need to fix these leaks. Tell me how to do this. So it figured out. Stop doing this. It figured out that.
Okay, now we need fire. I think we already have fire for the pyromancy one. Where is that? This one. Let's steal this fire.
So I searched all of the GitHub. The GitHub did not have anything. It has this GDTV underscore header underscore inject. That's where it's getting the links from. So what I put in is just like so this is nowhere in
Oh my
any
god,
of
stop.
any of the GitHubs. And
Group them.
And it is on AWS. So it's actually. Yeah. I'm trying to find the spot where it's so I've like copied all the code in here. Yeah, please help. It's on CloudFront AWS. It's an external CSS file. I don't have
This is too dark now. Or not dark enough, maybe. Let's make it glow instead of a drop shadow. I don't know. I thought that this would make it look like rim lighting, but I'm kind of thinking I don't like it anymore. For my lighting effect. Oh. That's your own problem then, I guess. It's good enough. Let's just call it a day. This is good. Export. No. What just happened? What is happening? 256. Am I typing the wrong? Am I seriously typing a totally different number for some reason? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Why are you still searching? I'm saving as, and it's showing me search results. I don't want to show search. I don't want to see search results. That's weird. No, not in here. It's under skill tree. I think this glow is a little insane for.
There's probably a discourse. Where's the browser?
There's an invisible box behind this. There we go.
Yeah.
Here's my little simpleton to get rid of that amazing start for amazing things. And then I had to go through a bunch of different.
Should we do like glowing eyes behind this?
And there's also a and the header, the one below that too. So this is setting both of those. Those are setting like what these things are. So, just like why we have this. Yeah, this is yes, I found all of these are just like old.
What's happening?
I went into this custom CSS and added this header. So that's there. Then there's like the dark and the light, and the dark one is on Git. That's the only one on Git. And then obviously
That's
this
better.
is old. Like we labeled it old. What? Why did we not?
Y'all, he's looking lit. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it.
Yeah. but it says like this one's enabled by default, and then this
I think these are also 256. They might be 128.
yeah, but yeah, I just install and like they're all. Okay, so.
Oh, these are called icon.
Oh yeah, so luckily we found it on it. So I think this might be a little bit easier than.
Okay, let's go bring these guys in and set them up real quick.
Because Alex was under the impression that we didn't have AWS.
Somewhere in here we have status icons. There they are.
And then sentry errors was.
Whoops. Okay, we need to go back to our passive. Close all this stuff. Close tabs. Oh, we need the skill trees open.
Yeah.
Done. And passive enrage. Done. Cool. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna peep what all of this about. Okay. Hey Michael, I've been following along for quite some time now, and I really appreciate your videos and content. Hey, thanks Christian. Just wanted to pop in and finally watch your stream. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, we're just doing some live development, working on skill trees right now. I'll show you what we just set up. Oh, I forgot we're in multiplayer. That's okay. We'll just forget the second player exists. If you're new here, Carl, if you've never heard this before or heard of this game before, it's called Swords and Magic and stuff. Sorry if you're hearing background noise. We have other people in the house doing stuff. Yeah, so we have some debug stuff going on here. This is our test level, so don't just ignore the fact that half these guys are like ghosts and half aren't, and like weird stuff's happening. But anyway, we have some skill trees here. It's a game called Swords and Magic and stuff. It's an open world RPG. It is multiplayer, and it is live on Steam right now. You can buy it. It's in early access though. So we're working on this skill tree for the warrior right now. We just finished it. This is the last skill we're doing right now. The rest of these skills are we unlock with the next zone that comes out. So we have this enraged skill, which gives you a 30% chance every time you take damage to become enraged, and then for 5 seconds you gain double focus. So we have this unlocked already. And we also have a bunch of points in our druid skill, which gives us this earth armor, which is pretty crazy, and it doubles your health and max health for 30 seconds once you've dropped below 50% health. Anyway, so let's test it out. So we're gonna try not to die here, which shouldn't be too hard, because we should get a bunch of health. All right, so we're enraged. There's our like fire effect, and we should be doing lots more damage now. We definitely shouldn't be fighting this many people. This is just for testing purposes. We also have another warrior ability that is giving us. There's our stone armor. So now we have double health again. And we're enraged, so we have a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, we're doing tons of damage, but we're also almost dead. Because we shouldn't be fighting this many people, especially not with a healer or something. So, anyway, but yeah, these are some of the skills we're working on right now. We're doing quite a bit of damage though, and we're super low level. Like, we shouldn't be able to keep up with these guys. That's pretty good. It's crazy. So yeah, when you die in the game, you can go find an anchor shrine like this and res at it. This is how it reminds me of Happy Wars OG game. I've never heard of it, but yeah. So there's at least a couple hundred hours of content in the game right now. I'll show you a little bit of the world real quick. We'll fly over there. A lot of this is unloaded, but this is the whole world over here. The whole island over there too, and then this zone is actually loaded in. Oh, hang on, we're gonna hang. When I'm streaming and playing the game in editor, which is always really poor or bad for performance, and then we also like bug all the time. Anyway, the performance is quite a bit better in game when you actually play on Steam. So these are some fire sprite guys. I'm also nowhere near high enough level to be fighting these guys right now. There's an eagle there. There's like chests and stuff all over the place. There's some loot. Arrows, bandages, some gold. Dodge that fireball. There's an eagle over here fighting a fire sprite. Just let them do their thing. Here's a little village over here. These guys are called Rivari. Sorry about the baby. He's being really loud. Anyway, yeah, and then you can buy things. There's a shop over here. They have new weapons. I'm using their greatsword right now. That's why it looks similar. But yeah, there's a ton of content in this game, and not everything is this theme either. Like, if you go down here, it's just all fantasy themed. So here's like a little blacksmith forge. Oh god, sorry, it's a little laggy on my end. Here's Reyna, she's a moonsmith. I can buy weapons from her. Some armor if I want. This robe is so cool. This looks polished as something. How long have you been working on this? It has been in early access for 5 years now. Almost 5 years. We're coming up on 5 years this September. And I've been working on it for 7 years. So there's a lot of content in this game. I'm actually playing, we actually have a hardcore mode. I'm stuck in the water, there we go. There's a hardcore mode called Forgotten, where if you die, you lose your character forever. And I actually just started a Forgotten run that I've been playing. I'm actually not streaming it, but my friend Pearl is streaming the game, and so I play with her when she's online. We should spawn a glider in. Do you guys want to see a... No, let's not. Let's just do the treasure map glider. I don't want to spoil the new glider for people who haven't seen it already. This is a steam vent, so you can glide up on this. It just kicks you up in the air. There's also different races. I'm playing as an orc right now, but there's humanoid, or there's humanoid. They're all humanoids. There's human, moon elf, faun, orc, and dryad. Dryad's probably my favorite. It's like a wood person. They're pretty cool, and they're all different like sizes. They don't have different bonuses though or anything like that, because we didn't want players to pick them for bonus reasons. We just wanted them to pick them because they like them. There's also stables. You can get mounts. Do I have one? Yeah, I have a witch's broom mount. There's a bunch of mounts in the game though. Lots of secrets in the game. We also do a seasonal events every year around Halloween and Christmas, and so we there's like dozens of new items you can unlock and like events you can do and stuff. There's like a big boss for Christmas you can go fight. It's a big frost golem, and you go to like a whole nother location and everything. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in this game. But yeah, this is the only zone I have loaded right now. This is the latest zone in the game, so this is like end game. But there's a whole world over here. This is another zone called Windless Woods, which has a whole major storyline through it, a whole like dryad or a druid town. And then we have there's the ocean over here that isn't loaded in right now. That's Azura Island. That's the starter island you start on. In our hardcore run, we've been playing, I think I have like 10 hours into the hardcore character already, and we haven't left Azura yet. We're still over there, and there's still lots left to do. So we're at least 10 hours into Azura, and I know where all the secrets are, and I know where all the stuff is, so like I don't have to search for anything, I just go straight there. But if you don't know where all that stuff is and you're searching around and like exploring and doing crafting and all that stuff, there's probably 20-30 hours at least on Azura. There's a lot of content. It looks so weird without water. Everything looks weird. Yeah, I do this solo. We had a team of 5 at one point. Yeah, we had a team of 5 people, and then we ran out of money. This is Bone Reach. This zone's not in the game yet, but it is. Here, I'll show it to you actually, because it's really cool. We should just open tier 1 now. It takes too long. Yeah, and I have to load in all the stuff in Bone Reach. Never mind, I can't load it right now. We can open tier 1, but it'll be like a 2-minute wait time because tier 1's huge. But there's, looks like Windless Woods is loaded in. This is Windless Woods. Windless Woods is like, there's this whole corruption stuff taking over. These thorns are growing out of the ground everywhere, and you can like, when you go near them, like the lighting all changes, everything gets really dark, and then these monster creature, like shadow creatures called shades, come out of the ground, and they're up here, and then you can fight them. If you defeat them, then the thorns like sink back into the ground, and yeah, there's like a whole storyline around it. It's pretty cool. There's usually like a little village spawned here, but it's unloaded right now. So Crimson Moon spawners. Yeah, our latest update we just launched like last week. No, earlier this week. Yeah, no, last week. Like I think it was last Friday. Introduced a new moon phases system where you can you get like crimson moons where like a bunch of crimson skeletons spawn all over the world, and you fight them and get crimson ashes, and then you can trade them to a crimson merchant, which gives you like weapons and clothes and stuff like that. Maybe eventually a new mount. We'll see. You need a mini game we can play while you open big levels. Yeah, no kidding, right? Then it'll just take even longer to load though. But yes, that's a good idea. It also introduced Moonless Nights, which makes the whole world pretty much pitch black, and then you have to use a torch or something like that to navigate. There's so much stuff in this game. And we also added weather, which is something brand new, so we can have thunderstorms and stuff now too. You let solo on purpose or just budget reasons? Yeah, just budget reasons. We ran out of money and I had to let the team go. We started with 2 people, added a level designer. After the game launch, we did a Kickstarter. Sorry. We did a Kickstarter for $80,000, which was nowhere near enough to develop this game. This game was way bigger than we thought it was going to be. And it's already like tripled in size of like what we actually expected. We've added so much stuff. There's player housing. You can buy plots of land and build houses on it. Decorate them fully with like hundreds of different like furnitures and stuff. Here, I'll show you the collection system. The collection system is truly like that's how you know that there's a lot of stuff in this game. This game seems like a mashup of everything I used to grind when I was younger. I mess with it heavy. Yeah, so it's a lot like if you mixed World of Warcraft, like if there was like World of Warcraft for just you and like 6 or 7 friends, you know. It's really meant to be like a really small like group, like 4 to 8 players. But you can have more. If your server can handle it, you can have up to 16, 30 players if you really wanted to in your world. Your performance is going to start tanking around like 10 or 15. But like if you have a big beefy computer or whatever, you can do it. But yeah, so we have what else? Let's see. So here's our collections system. So these are just hats. These are all the hats you can collect in the game. These are the outfits you can collect in the game. Somehow I've seen like all of these. That's kind of wild. I guess through all of my test players or test characters, that makes sense. And then we have masks and glasses and things like that. Stuff we wear on your face wear. And then these are all the food items you can cook or collect. Actually, I think all of these are cookable. I think you can cook all of them. Food is a big deal in the game because we don't have like when you level up, you don't like gain stats. You just level up. And so you need food to give those buffs, give you those like not permanent, but like temporary buffs so you can do better in combat. So our like this one, for example, gives you +1 recovery and +2 focus and +1 magic recovery. So that's good for regenerating your magic and your mana. and your health and your 2 focus is 2 physical or like 2 bonus physical damage, so like melee weapons. But yeah, like all the food gives you different things. So a lot of it gives you like vitality, which is your health. There's also a lot of like there's trinkets in the games. You can wear trinkets and like get buffs like that. This is all the furniture in the game. We can click these and see what they look like. There's tons of stuff to like decorate your house with. Just like little baskets. There's a cookie jar, crystal ball. The lighting gets all weird with the glass in here just because this is like a render target thing, but it doesn't look like this in game. It actually looks like glass. Hay bales, kettles, plushes, more plushes, the pot hanger on the wall, some pots, a dresser, and the dressers have storage, so you can actually like store things in them. A ladder that you can climb, wall torches, paintings. I don't know what paintings are laying down. We should probably fix that. Rugs, armchairs. There's so much stuff. This game is insane. I don't know how we got all this stuff in this game. There's a lot of stuff. We also have these cool like item displays. You can just put like other items on if you want to like put meals on your table or something like that. You can use these item displays, and there's a vanishing one, so like this display disappears when the item goes onto it. So you can just place these on your table and then put like food, like a meal or something you cooked on it, and this will go away and then look like you just have a plate sitting on your table. Anyway, and then the big one. We also have fish. We had fishing recently, but then the big one is weapons, and these are all the weapons you can get in the game. Many of them are secrets. Many of them are craftable. There's just a ton. This is all the content in the game right now. And almost every zone adds like 50 plus new items. Like the last update I just didn't even add a new zone. It just finished up a zone and we added 52 new items, including furniture, weapons, clothing, all kinds of stuff. So, and that doesn't even touch on like the spells. There's a whole like bunch of spell books you can get. It's crazy, man. This game is huge. Here's a cool spell. This is gonna be kind of nuts because I think we have passives for our mage as well. I should have known that was gonna hang a little bit because we're hitting a lot of enemies at a time. But yeah, Blizzard is insane. That is one way to take care of a gigantic horde of enemies, huh? Oh yeah, and the game's on sale right now. Hey, you gotta wait. You can show me to the OST. I can show you the OST, sure. Here. I literally have it on Steam. Just oh, wait, not that one. Hang on. Where is it? How do I find it on Steam? Hang on. I thought I had a list of like local. How do I find that? Can I not search for local files? I definitely have all of the songs. Okay, I guess we won't listen to them through this. Why are they not on here now? That's okay. Here, we'll just pull it up. But yeah, you can also, yeah, you can totally buy it on Steam too. I'm not proficient in these things. What? Huh? Oh, sorry, there's an ad break. My bad. I did not notice the ad break. Looks like it's over now. This seems very elaborate. How much does the game weigh at this point? How much does it weigh? I don't know how much it weighs. It's honestly not that big to download. You can download it in just a couple minutes, if that. It's not like, this is not like a AAA size game. The assets are really lightweight because of that. There's like hardly any textures in the games. It's not like a AAA game at all, which is nice. Anyway, let's open, hold on. We'll play the music. Audio, music. All the music is not generated. It's all, I'm so used to saying generated now. All the music is composed by our musician, not our musician, but a musician called Landon Walter, who has made all the music for the game specifically. We can listen to it. I think I can just grab all of this and do play. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Can you guys hear that? This is a track called Bones Below Us, and it is this plays in the cemetery area, which does happen to have a big boss fight in it. Anyway, but yeah, skill trees are not out yet. We're working on those right now. Did we see if the enrage thing worked? I think it's working. It's fine. I'm sure it's working, so we just fucked it in. Okay, we can close this. We can close this. We can close. We'll leave that open. We're probably gonna need this. Okay. The next thing I want to do. You can hear some music. Cool. Yeah, it's on sale right now. The game's on sale for the Steam summer sale, and it's 50% off. So this is a great time to pick it up. I wish, Steam used to do those bundles where you could like buy like multiple copies for like cheaper, and we were really excited to do that. And then we found out that they had like canceled doing that like just the year before we launched the game. So you can't do that anymore. I'm sure it's working. All I changed was the icons. This is called Drinks All Around, which is a tavern song that plays when you go inside taverns. It's pretty short. Anyway. Okay, so here's the next idea for the next passive. Congrats on getting a mega grant. I saw some great devs who tried but failed. Any advice on how to get one? Well, I got one during the pandemic, which was, years ago. I don't know if they have changed the requirements or not, but I've applied for one for a different game since then. It wasn't nearly as big or crazy as this game, and I was denied, so I don't know. Also, when I applied, I did not put a price in, and they only gave me $10,000, which seems like that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, and I'm very grateful for it, and I'm not waving it off or anything, but this game has been 7 years in development. $10,000 paid 2 of our devs for 1 month at the time. So, it was great, but it only covered development for 1 month. So yeah, real music is the only thing I understand in game dev. That's why I make it. It's something I already did on beforehand. Cool. But yeah, so my recommendation or my tips would be, I think the reason we got ours is because we had a big social media following and the game was pretty popular at the time, and we had just got a successful Kickstarter. So we linked our Kickstarter, our Discord, which had 5,000 to 6,000 members at a time, I think, our Twitter, which didn't have as many, and our Twitch following. We just got partner on Twitch, I think. So yeah, there was a bunch of different things we were posting, and we're we have all this stuff. We have a big following on the game. We have this many wish lists already. This is the game. Here's a playable build of the game. The game was already pretty far along at the time. So it also took them over a year and a half, I think it was, to get back to us. Maybe it was 9 months. I can't remember now. It was either 9 months or over a year, somewhere in there. It was a long time. It's supposed to be 30 days, 15 to 30 days or something. Maybe it's 90 days. But it took 9 months, I'm pretty sure. It took way longer, and we kept reminding them every 30 days or 90 days, I think it was. We would go back in and say here's updated stuff about all of our things. We just want to remind you, because they took forever. Didi, thanks so much for the resub, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. They took a long time because it was during the pandemic and no one was working. So it took forever to get our grant to go through. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't know if it's because not a lot of people were applying then, or if it was still new and they were just accepting more people. I don't know if it's because we had a large following. I don't know if it's because we had a large game. I don't know, but we got one. And I think it's cool because it does show that like Epic thinks our game was worthwhile, but I do like to you know, make sure people understand that it was only $10,000, so it's not like we funded the whole game with it. So keep that in mind if you're looking for funding. You can ask for what you want, and that's another thing is the next game we tried to get a Meg grant for, we figured it'd take us about $30,000 to do the whole game, and so that's what we asked for, and we got denied. The game was much smaller. It was like a god game sort of, where you would build a fantasy world and fill it with quests and monsters and stuff like that, and watch like villagers go through it and like complain about things, then you fix them. It was like a sort of like a colony sim meets god sim game, I guess. I don't know. It was gonna be fun, but we ended up not doing it because we didn't get the grant. We decided if we don't get the Make grant for this, then let's not do it. Let's just keep working on Swords Magic or something else. So, oh, Neris X, thank you so much for the or probably Neris EXE, but whatever. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. How was your stream? And welcome in, everybody. So if we apply, make sure to put in 2 million. You can put in whatever you want. Since we put nothing, we got 10K for Swords Magic. I hear a good tip is to get a Mega Grant is to use some new tools that show off the power and versatility of Unreal. That's probably a good plan. We were not doing that. Just a heads up. We're using very bare bones stuff. We were using gas at the time, which was brand new. Pretty new, like only a year or two new. So maybe that helped. I don't know. I don't even know if I mentioned that though. But I think it just helped because we had a playable game that already had a decent amount of content in it, and like they could play through it and be like, yeah, this is cool. So anyway, okay, we're gonna talk in skill trees. Here we go. Druid. We have 1 Druid passive done. No, three Druid passives done. 3 of them. We need 2 more. Oh no. Yeah, we need 2 more. So I want to do a healing one, and I want to do a sky one, but I am tempted to move we have one that's already kind of healing focused, and I'm tempted to move that into the healing one and do something else. So, but yeah, it doesn't change. We still need 2 more. So I have this idea. I really like the tanky druid. Pretty cool. The problem is druids use staves, and there's really no way to generate threat unless you're just doing a ton of damage, which druids can do, but like you're not going to out damage like a mage, for example, right? So I was thinking if we wanted to generate threat, we could just make something that just like generates additional threat, and that would be just fine. So like whatever. But I also think that druids are not going to be able to full tank unless they spec into warrior, because they're just not going to have. Oh, Carl, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate that. That's super kind of you. Was that a sub? Oh wait, oh, you subbed on YouTube. Got it. Cool. Yeah, I was confused why it said subscribe, but I didn't get the alert on Twitch. Yes, got it. I'm also live on Twitch, so the terminology confuses me. Still, thank you. Appreciate that. We've actually, our YouTube is kind of dying right now. I do have a devlog that I just posted though, if you want to go watch that and help the algorithm out. But the YouTube has been kind of dying for a while. Every month we lose way more subscribers than we gain. So like we're always like negative 50 to 100 subscribers every month, which really sucks. But we have like 33,000, so we're still hanging in there. But anyway, but yeah, all the subscriptions on YouTube I appreciate. Anyway, so the idea is if you want to play a tank druid, you probably need a shield of some sort. So we have a couple options. One is we just do like some passive that like triggers a shield on like taking damage or something, which I guess could work. I don't know. But I kind of like the idea that there's a passive that just changes the shield weapon to a druid weapon for you specifically. But now that I'm thinking about it more, I don't know. I kind of like it though, because then you could use a shield in your offhand and you could block and everything, and you just be getting more druid experience. But like, I don't know, maybe that's not important. Maybe that's not necessary. It's like players are going to want a multi-class anyway, so it's like, it just almost makes sense that a druid would just have a shield in their offhand if you want to play a tank. And you can do that and then just put points into warrior if you want, and you're still generating threat even with a shield without the warrior skills. So maybe we just scrap this idea. I don't know. Do you guys have any feedback on that? Any opinions on it? All right. All in all, I'm sold. I'll look into that one. Cool. I'm out best tonight, or best of everything. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Oops, I wasn't listening. Matt, I'm just thinking like players are gonna want to multi-class anyway. So like, is it really like that useful to make the shield a druid weapon? For a passive, I mean. Like, I just don't know if it's that useful. You know, like. What it means is like if you take it, which you're gonna have to take it if you want to go like full tank on the druid. I just wasn't thinking this through, I guess, when I was thinking about it the other day. I thought I was really excited about it, but now I'm less so. I'm just thinking if you take it, now suddenly you're not getting warrior experience. So if you wanted to do tank, and if you wanted to do like a full tank with like warrior and druid, now you have to have a sword and a shield instead of a staff and a shield. And I feel like the whole point of taking like druid warrior would be so you can cast spells while tanking. Could you just have earth spells generate tons more threat? That's what I'm thinking. But I don't want it to be earth spells. I think it should just be any spells you cast, right? Or it could just be that you generate more threat when you take damage, or something like that. Because we want it to be useful for everyone. Yeah, I think that we'll just do that. I think we'll just make it so it'll just be a passive that just whenever you generate threat, you just generate more threat. Which is fine because we literally already have that for our warrior, which is taunt. Taunt gives you passive class warrior taunt. Successful blocks with a shield grant taunt for 5 seconds. Right. Generating double threat from attacking and blocking. Okay, so let's just go find where taunt is set up. Whoops. Oh, this is where we parry. And this is where we gain threat. So we check gameplay tag here. Check for gameplay tag. We're gonna do this instead. Now we don't need that. We also have a threatening, which gives you 50% more. So we can literally just give the player the threatening probably and just do generate 50% more threat all the time. What about a skill that roots targets to the floor if you block them with a shield? That would be really cool. The problem is I think it might feel kind of weird if you have a druid passive that requires a warrior weapon. How about this? Just having bonus taunt is cool, but what if we call this ability Thorns, which was what I wanted to do anyway, not Thorns, Roots. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Roots. You become threatening, granting 50% more threat from all sources. And then when taking damage, you have a 10% chance to trigger roots, which should we slow enemies or stop them entirely? Okay. Okay, I like that. And then we're gonna grant threatening. And we're gonna grant, we'll have to make another one. Actually, yeah. Yes, well, yeah, I think so. I don't know, because this gives a tag. Threatening gives a tag, so I wonder if we can just give the same tag. Yeah, it's just an infinite. That's fine. We'll just do this one and then we'll do another one. Yeah, because roots would be, this will be easier to have. Let's go here. Let's duplicate this. We don't need a cooldown on it. It'll trigger every time. We're just gonna give them thorns. Hold on, let me look at this again. How are we doing this? Gameplay tags. We call this tags. Can we have more than one? Nope. This is fine. We don't need the second GE for this then. We literally just grant the stone armor one. We have a GE Thorn buff, GE Thorns damage. Why do we have this as burning standard? I don't know if we even do this. I don't know if this is even being used anywhere. So we can just grant thorns and grant this. Okay, that's how we're doing it then. Beautiful. And then this one will be our druid roots. And then this is the one where we'll check to see if we trigger it. Oh wait, actually thorns triggers all the time. So we don't want to give them thorns all the time. Or do we? Do we just want to give them thorns all the time and not slow enemies? We just give them more threat, and then every time that you take damage, let's just do that. We're gonna take the slow off. I know roots make a lot more sense to have to like slow them down, but like this is fine. Let's just say when taking damage, you deal some damage back to the attacker. Cool. So that means that this is just done. And that's literally it. We're done. That ability is finished. We just have to make the icon. That's it. So let's go put it in the tree. We could make it more complicated. Yeah, rooting should be a spell. Yeah, I think so too. Roots seems like they would stop. I mean, I agree. But like, I think this is more like roots, like I don't know. I guess we could call it thorns. Should we just call it thorns instead? We have a ring of thorns, which is why it's fine. Let's just call it thorns. Without the slow effect, then there's no reason to call it roots. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could make another version of thorns that's like stronger that only triggers like 20% of the time or something, but I think it's fine. I think this just works. It's already working. It's already pretty useful, right? Being threatening and having thorns means like you automatically just like want to take damage. And like that's like already super useful. It's already a really useful thing. And then you free up a trinket slot too. So it's a double whammy. I think it's worth it. I think it's good. Keep this as is for sure. Yeah, tanky druid, healer, mystic. Always live, never die. Yeah, yeah, I'm a little scared about the tanky, the druid. Like if you do full druid, it's gonna be a little crazy. Some of this music's a little loud. What is stronger, the skill or the trinket? The skill for sure. The trinket does the same thing, except it doesn't give you threatening. Yeah, the threatening is what gives you the, like, you want threatening when you're in a team if you're gonna tank. Which is another thing, like, if you're gonna go, like, full druid, yeah, I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter, right? I was just thinking, like, if you want to go druid, but you want to be, like, glass cannon druid, you wouldn't want to put points into that one, because you don't want to be pulling aggro. So it's almost like, yeah, like, it's almost like you wouldn't, with the druid tree, you probably don't want to go full druid. Unless if you're playing solo, sure, right? Druid earth armor will also prolong chaos sickness. Yeah. Dude, there's gonna be so many insane combinations. I'm so excited about this. Becoming very nice, lots of possibilities of fun builds. Yeah, agreed. This is like what the game needed from the very beginning. We should have launched the game with all this stuff. It's okay. We're gonna launch the game with all this. When it's finished, Web 1.0, it'll launch with all this stuff and people will love it. I hope. What's this alert? Oh. Just a notification. Okay. Let's make an icon for it and call it a day. We'll just duplicate this guy. Lucky us, it didn't have the shield on it. Let's just make a little thorn thing. We should probably change the background a little bit, but let's do something like this where we have like a thorn. And we'll make it like a brown. We'll just grab this color. Oh my god, I hate when it does this. Jesus, there we go, thank you. Go away. Okay, and then we're gonna put some thorns on it. This is just gonna be like a root. I think we'll actually do these afterward. I'll just make one right now. We'll duplicate it around, but turn off the stupid snapping. Still, grid snapping. That's better. Okay, then we'll make this like a that color. Okay, let's duplicate this and mirror it. I want like this. Let's make this one darker. Put it underneath. I don't love the look of this so far, but I think it'll come together. Hang on. What's up, love? For what? Oh, right. So you want me to get off so you can take Quinn? Okay, I can wrap up. That's fine. That's fine. We have 5 minutes. I don't like the shadow right here, though. I think it'll be fine once I put the other thorns on. Maybe. It's fine. Let's go with that. That works, right? Let's grab this guy and just kind of do two of them maybe. Go like down here. Another one over here. And then the sparkles. Let's actually get rid of the sparkles on this one. Instead, let's make a duplicate of these guys. Bring it on top. Let's merge them together. And then we're gonna go effects, and we're gonna do outer glow. We're gonna do a green. Like that, and we'll do fill 0. Yeah. How's that? I do kind of miss the sparkles though. Maybe we want those back. I don't know. Actually, let's just do this. Let's just do one of these. Let's do like... Just make it like a green color. And then we'll take this off. Put it behind the thorns. Let's fix this issue here. Good enough. And then we're gonna, it doesn't matter, we're gonna do blur on it anyway. And then we do, where is it? That, let's just mess with the color a little bit. Do red. I don't love it. Let's try. We like rotate it, stretch it out a bit. Yeah, it's probably good enough. It needs to go inside. Let's see, let's grab all of this. Group it with these thorns too. Uh-oh. We screwed something up. Oh no. We want this below this? There we go. But this guy needs to go inside here. There we go. Okay. Let's try this. Let's, I don't like this. This is just not working for me. Let's try... I'm gonna do a glow on it. I don't know. It's fine. Good enough. Okay, let's do it. Let's go export. Hold on. No, that's fine. Actually, yeah, my bad. I was gonna do pull the center out first so we can just save in that first folder, but we don't need we don't need the icon by itself. We just need it for the skill tree. Oh yeah, we need 2 more icons too. But we're almost done with the druid tree. Like I want to do the streaming every day until we finish the druid tree, but there's a possibility that I might finish it. Like we might have all the skills done like very soon. Yeah. Save. We need to put it on the actual tree now. We need to rearrange the druid tree as well. Looks good. Ad break is finished now. Oh, good. We got another ad break. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I kind of want to just do like, we have 3 rows. I'm kind of thinking we just go like 1, 2, 3. We can only do 2 actually. Hold on. We only have space for 8 of these, right? So we're gonna have to do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, like we may as well just keep it where it is. But I don't think these are gonna branch into the center. I think in fact we might just move another major node at the bottom here and do 1, 2, 3, or the 1 and then 2. Maybe we'll just swap this to a major node and get rid of the one at the top. I don't know. Whatever it is, we'll get it set up. But yeah, I'm gonna do earth, healing, sky. So like healing's gonna be like kind of in the middle. All right, it's time to get out of here because Jan has to leave. So you guys are the best. What are we sitting at? 21 viewers. All right. When we were under like 20, 15 viewers or so, I was just not rating people anymore because like not worth the effort. But I think we should probably raid people because this is a substantial amount of eyeballs. Let's go raid. I don't know, someone cool. Who do we have? What's this? Who's this? Let's go. Wait. Let's. Sure, this is fine. Let's go raid this guy again. Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the subs. That was really nice of you. That was really neat. Let's go over here. I will be back not next week. There will be no streams next week, so everyone is fully aware. No streams. I'm on vacation. When we get back from that, I think we're gonna do daily streams until we get skill trees done. I kind of just want to like light a fire and just get everything done. So, anyway, let's do this thing. Let's go raid. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the game. When we get back, we'll be doing an update for that poor mount that you guys are trying to get that you cannot get right now. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we will get a patch in for that. No time right now though. Okay, let's get out of here.